Warm apple pie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 movies you shouldn't watch with your parents.
I am Johnny Knoxville, welcome to Jackass! Whoa!
For this list, we'll be looking at the most awkward films to choose for a family movie night. Did we forget a title you'd sooner kiss a skunk than watch with your parents? Let us know in the comments below. Number 20, Eyes Wide Shut. In his final project, filmmaker Stanley Kubrick took viewers into an underground society for Eyes Wide Shut. Tom Cruise ends up traveling around New York City in search of a good time.
Where exactly are we going? Exactly.
Where the rainbow is.
Even if your family members love the cast, they might easily be offended by the content of this erotic drama known for its divisive nature. Cruise's character sneaks his way into an elite party full of naked people in masks. Before his controversial scene even happens, there's plenty of cause for alarm with make-out sessions and lurid conversations. It's guaranteed to embarrass you and your parents equally if you ever watch it together.
Who do you think those people were? Those were not just ordinary people there.
Number 19, Sausage Party. Sausage Party is an animated film for adults only. The movie has much more in common with National Lampoon than it does with Pixar, setting the stage for one crazy R-rated adventure.
Honestly, guys, who in this package would ever let Carl get up in them?
The all-star cast becomes food items that discover the truth about leaving the grocery store shelf. Full of foul-mouthed characters, the story allows the cartoons to function much like humans in a stoner comedy. The fact that it's all happening in a stylized world doesn't make it any less explicit. In some cases, this leads to much more vivid depictions, such as a climactic sex scene that just can't be unseen. Trust us, animation does not guarantee a pass for family movie night.
Sausage, control your insolent bun and cover her up already. Show some modesty, woman.
Number 18, Gone Girl. Gone Girl is all about confronting the complexities of marriage, gender roles, and the male gaze.
I've killed for you. Who else can say that? You think you'd be happy with a nice Midwestern girl? No way, baby. I'm in.
Regardless of how well your parents are doing in their courtship or how liberal they are, it's probably best not to turn this movie on with them. The plot follows Amy Dunn as she plans her disappearance and the incrimination of her husband. Her scheme involves several criminal activities, inspired by her partner's infidelity, and a lot of blood. Director David Fincher lets all of these scenes play out in their R-rated glory, and certainly doesn't shy away from provocativeness either.
I always think of her head. I picture cracking her lovely skull, unspooling her brains, trying to get answers.
Number 17, South Park. Bigger, longer, and uncut. When they finally got a chance to expand their TV show to movie theaters, the creators of South Park didn't hold back.
Well, your moms are just upset. They're probably all on their periods or something.
Mr. Garrison, Wendy and I think that was a sexist statement.
Full of musical numbers, this cartoon might fool you into thinking it's just a simple and irreverent comedy. Writers Trey Parker and Matt Stone let this plot about a war with Canada run wild. As adult-orientated as their program is, this film takes more chances that involve lots of additional swearing, obscene references, and even appearances by assorted characters like Satan. Those who don't really love the show should probably steer clear of this cinematic adaptation.
Terrence and Philip will not be released. They are going to be put on trial for corrupting America's youth.
Number 16, Last Tango in Paris. You know when you have to fake getting a glass of water so that you have a reason to not be in the room with your parents during the sex scene of a movie? Yeah, you may as well just stay in the kitchen for this one.
He was a child prodigy. He was playing with both hands.
I bet he was.
A simple synopsis of this film might not do justice to its more explicit scenes. Through a quick Google search, however, you'll learn about its erotic content and larger controversies. Marlon Brando and Maria Schneider are strangers that have an affair in Paris. The plot goes to much darker places as their relationship comes into question, including one scene that Schneider felt extremely uncomfortable doing.
Who left the butter?
I have to hurry, I have a cab
downstairs waiting.
Go get the butter.
Number 15, Blue Velvet. After finding an ear, yes, a human ear, a college student discovers that his North Carolina town is anything but idyllic.
I found an ear.
You did? A human ear?
Yeah, I thought I should bring it to you.
He puts himself in danger when he encounters a lounge singer, crossing paths with her undesirable friends in the process. David Lynch's dark thriller purposefully digs into the seedy underbelly of American society. Among the film's highlights, Dennis Hopper plays the deranged gangster Frank Booth. His villainous performance steers the plot into violent territory as he does unspeakable things. The accompanying scenes of nudity and unsavory revelations only make this adventure tougher to watch with the whole family.
I don't know if you're a detective or a pervert.
Well, it's for me to know and you to find out.
Number 14, Jackass franchise. Producing some of the grossest moments in film history, the Jackass franchise really excels on the big screen.
I never puked ever, and I really almost puked.
It definitely stretches the bounds of ratings boards with its anarchy and wild content. In between death-defying stunts, the group do all kinds of disgusting experiments involving bodily functions. This even includes nudity on the odd occasion. Nobody seems all that concerned about defiling their bodies at any point, and you're stronger than we are if you can watch it all without flinching away in horror. Seriously, is the cast okay? We're worried.
You doing okay, Johnny?
He's getting back. He's coming to.
He's coming, buddy. Yeah.
All right.
That was a violent brawl. One-sided, to be sure.
Number 13, Blonde. Marilyn Monroe's life receives a fictional retelling in the drama Blonde. Featuring Ana de Armas as the titular bombshell, this film shows us Monroe's personal and professional abuse in her Hollywood career.
I read the script. The whole script. It's, such a strange, disturbing story.
She explores a relationship with two actors before complicated marriages bring other troubles into her life. The movie earned an NC-17 rating for good reason. Along with multiple scenes including nudity and sex, the film also sheds light on the darker side of the entertainment industry. An assault scene near the end of the narrative is especially disturbing, and another element that will likely make this a difficult watch for most audiences.
Marilyn, you are the sweetheart of this and any other month.
Aww.
Number 12, The Wolf of Wall Street. Never one to shy away from adult subject matter, Martin Scorsese is widely known for his epic films about crime. The Wolf of Wall Street follows the story of stockbroker Jordan Belfort's criminal activity.
I changed all these people's lives, and I can change yours too. So come to my seminar. The life of your dreams is only good to see you again, Jordan. You're under arrest. You gotta be joking.
Extended sequences reveal the wild lifestyle of Belfort, showing endless partying and debauchery. He and his associates take drugs, hire sex workers, and run afoul of the SEC. While Leonardo DiCaprio's performance is stellar as usual, it also hammers home the self-destructive behaviour of the central figure. Before it all comes crashing down on him, the anti-hero commits a multitude of illicit acts that are bound to shock the senses of strict parents.
Second key to success in this racket is this little baby right here. It's called cocaine.
Number 11, A Clockwork Orange. In a harrowing vision of the future, a sadistic gang strikes fear into innocent people.
I'm sorry, but we don't usually let strangers in.
Their leader, Alex Delarge, leads them to commit a series of increasingly brutal crimes. Director Stanley Kubrick has these scenes playing out in a gruesome, graphic detail, and the remainder of the story includes a controversial rehabilitation for the main character. Nothing about this movie is light-hearted, even if some people consider it to be a dark comedy. With an X rating, it might be best to save this one for a watch party with friends or a night in where you're willing to forego sleep.
We don't want to live anyway. Not in a stinking world like this.
Number 10, American Pie. American Pie arguably reinstated the raunchy comedy as a box office juggernaut.
Apple pie, huh?
Uh-huh.
McDonald's or homemade?
Starring a cast of rising stars, this high school film tells the story of teenage friends trying to lose their virginity. Their various plans give way to several awkward and explicit scenes involving sex, and Jason Biggs famously gets too close to a pie in one of the movie's most infamous moments. There's also discussions between parents and kids about the birds and the bees, which will likely only create unwanted conversations at home. But even if you and all your family members are adults, this is still a no-go.
What the hell would I say? Go over there and ask her if she needs an extra hand. That's stupid, Kev. That's not stupid. You're stupid if you don't go.
Number 9. Requiem for a Dream. Directed by Darren Aronofsky, Requiem for a Dream finds multiple characters in the throes of substance use disorder.
Getting the money is not the problem, Harry.
What is the problem, for Christ's sake?
I don't know what I'm gonna have to do to get it.
In order to keep themselves supplied, they resort to doing things from a place of desperation, including sex work. This leads to harrowing scenes with Jennifer Connelly that are especially difficult to watch. Even excluding those moments though, the movie confronts many heavy topics without sugarcoating anything for the viewer. There is no happy ending for anyone in this story, as they succumb to their problems, run into legal trouble, and find themselves lost in a limbo of uncertainty.
What have I got, Harry? I'm lonely.
Number 8. Borat. Bringing his Kazakhstani journalist to the big screen, Sacha Baron Cohen revealed the inner demons of America. His character, Borat, ventures across the country to better understand its customs. In numerous scenes, the performer puts himself in situations that confront social taboos.
Do you think a woman should be educated?
Definitely.
But is it not a problem that a woman have a smaller brain than a man?
The comedian's willingness to do anything for a laugh puts him in direct conflict with all sorts of people. He uses issues like race, religion, and sex to indirectly call out the worst impulses of ordinary citizens, leaving audiences gasping from his determination. There's also a naked wrestling match that is best seen without your guardian in the room. Number 7. Crash. David Cronenberg's drama dives into a subculture of strange individuals, detailing their morbid obsession with cars.
No, I mean a crash car with a history. Camus, Fassel Vega, Nathaniel West's station wagon, Grace Kelly's Rover 3500.
James Spader's lead character finds himself enthralled with a fellow crash victim in a plot that only gets weirder with every passing moment. He also joins up with people who have a penchant for reenacting famous accidents like James Dean's death, and witnesses them relive the violence with painstaking detail. There are also multiple sex scenes taking place in automobiles. Cronenberg's vision of desperate citizens exploring their darkest fantasies could very well confuse and upset any uninitiated viewers. So, if you're going to watch it with your parents, despite our warnings, just make sure you give them the preface beforehand.
After being bombarded endlessly by road safety propaganda, it's almost a relief to have found myself in an actual accident.
Number 6. Team America, World Police. Trey Parker and Matt Stone are known for South Park, but they decided to tackle a different set of characters for Team America, World Police. This parody takes aim at the action genre and American foreign policy.
Damn, I missed him!
Using puppets in place of real actors, this movie gets away with much more than they likely would have if actual humans had been employed in their place. The creative duo ensures that nobody is safe in this violent, subversive, and explicit romp. One scene involves 2 team members in the throes of love, with little left to the imagination. This moment alone could turn movie nights into pandemonium.
You know I can't promise that.
If you did that, I would make love to you right now.
Number 5. The Human Centipede. The taboo surrounding this horror experience continues to terrify audiences to this day.
Oh, my sweet centipede.
Crossing the line, and then some, the human centipede carries one of the darkest premises ever. We're not even going to get into it here. If you know, you know. Disgusting beyond description, the nightmarish plot takes viewers to disturbing places. You'll likely want to take a shower after witnessing the worst this movie has to offer. Even some horror fans will find it too unbearable to sit through, unless they're happy to see the main cast suffer through an unspeakably horrific fate. You'll get your choosing privileges revoked by suggesting this one, alright.
What was that?
I have no idea. Number 4, Basic Instinct. This erotic thriller delves into an intriguing mystery about an author who could be a killer.
Did you kill Mr. Boz, Miss Trammell?
I'd have to be pretty stupid to write a book about killing and then kill somebody the way I described it in my book. I'd be announcing myself as the killer.
Along the way, she becomes locked in a relationship with the man trying to figure her out. Sharon Stone plays the writer in question, and isn't afraid to embrace the sexuality of her character. With several explicit sex scenes, Basic Instinct doesn't shy away from showing much. There's also the interrogation sequence, which still gets talked about for Stone's famous leg cross. This is a story filled with murder and raunchiness. And we still haven't looked at ice picks the same since.
You have something against ice cubes?
I like rough edges.
Number 3, Boogie Nights. Boogie Nights is both a fantastic ensemble and quite possibly one of the best movies of the 90s. Having said that, the chief subject matter concerns the adult film industry.
But there's one little thing that I want to do in this life, and that is I want to make $1.01 in this business.
This doesn't exactly make it fun for the whole family. It's a genuine exploration of erotic material in the 70s and 80s that doesn't shy away from the gritty details. Not only is nudity frequent, there's also some underage depictions here. An all-star cast, raving reviews, and numerous accolades might make this a tempting choice, but it's best watch sans Guardians present.
His name is Brock Landers. His partner's name is Chest Rockwell.
Those are great names.
Number 2, Bruno. Sacha Baron Cohen's follow-up to Borat was bound to be even more outrageous than its predecessor, but the movie surprised even hardcore fans. Bruno allows for the comedian to once again take aim at American culture with a flamboyant style.
This one here is cowgirl or reverse cowgirl?
This is cowgirl.
Playing the Austrian journalist has clearly taught Cohen how to find the cringiest moments and milk them for all they're worth. His antics involve some awkward encounters with physics and members of the entertainment industry. The character's sexual orientation ends up becoming the main topic of the film, referenced in a variety of scenes with explicit acts. Nothing comes close to the chaotic finale that combines drunken violence with a surprise hookup.
The footage went everywhere, and Bruno became uber-famous!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, 50 Shades of Grey. E.L. James's book received a successful adaptation that delivered on its original promise. For those unaware, 50 Shades of Grey explores the sadomasochistic relationship between a college student and a businessman.
It's rare to find a connoisseur these days. Do you want anything else?
Yes. Rope.
There's no escaping the fact that this plot is super focused on giving fans of the text something to watch. This includes all kinds of acts that we won't describe for you here, not that we have to. The narrative, as well as its representation of BDSM, has been a wide topic of discussion ever since the movie's release. Not something you want to watch with a guardian around, that's for sure.
You know what? I think I'll hold on to my free will a little while longer, thank you.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.